Hello, local history. Hey, I wanted to discuss a little bit about the second topic in Google Classroom, which is the natural vegetation that occurred in and around our area at the earliest land surveys. We're talking the late 1700s, early 1800s, and when the first pioneers got here and entered Athens County, they noticed kind of a pattern that the low-lying areas were dominated by beech tree forests, and the ridge tops and the higher, more well-drained areas were dominated by mixed oak forests. So on this map, you can see, the Hocking River Valley coming down through Athens, down to Hockingport. That's a beech tree forest, and even the drainages in and around Federal Creek here are also beech tree forests, and then the high ground between those are mixed oak forests. So you know, beech trees have been really heavily timbered, and I don't even know if many of you know what they look like. So I decided to pull up some pictures of beech trees. So a huge stately tree. The one thing that really gives it away is the bark pattern. Beech trees have a really smooth gray bark pattern like that, and that actually lends a lot of them to be carved up with graffiti because it's so easy to put your name in it with a knife or something like that. But the easiest way to spot a beech tree, especially in the wintertime, is look for trees that still have an orange type leaf that holds its leaves way deep into the winter. And I know at least one place in particular, if you drive across Route 690 from Amesville to Athens in the valley going up to Thompson and Scatter Ridge Road, as you weave up that valley, you can see many trees that still have that orange leaf, and those are beech trees, but they're not very common anymore. Now, looking at the map, there was a third type of forest, the mixed mesophytic forest, over in Waterloo Township, and this is kind of a swampy type area, so it's trees that prefer extremely wet drainages, like some birch type trees and some elm type uh, varieties. But the vast majority of the county was of these two types: beech forest and mixed oak forests. So today we look at the vegetation pattern of Athens County, and it's mostly wooded. In fact, I would say that this map is a little bit dated. I think if you would take a survey of Athens County today, there would be a little more forest cover than this map shows. But you can see that in the northern and the northeastern part, especially Byrne Township, which is in our district, is heavily forested. There's very little. Only the creek valleys and the river valleys are the only parts that are unforested. And you can look at the Hocking River Valley as it snakes down through, and that's unforested land for the most part. The western part, down around the Alexander district, down over by Albany, is much more open and farmed more heavily than the rest of the county. But for the most part, the northern and eastern parts are still heavily wooded. And that pretty much summarizes the earliest vegetation patterns of Athens County. I hope this helps explain why and where the different types of trees are in our district. All right, until next time, take care.